You may be seated. Good evening. My name is Nikki Hewlett, and I'm the Director of Alternative and Adult Education here at Pathfinders. It's my absolute honor and privilege to be here tonight to recognize and to celebrate our graduating class of 2023. Before we get started, I need to begin by thanking some individuals. If it weren't for them tonight, then this night wouldn't even take place. So I'll start with Lincoln Clark and Nick Saltzman and their crew for managing our lights and sounds tonight and for live streaming this on our YouTube channel. I want to thank Cynthia Hollingsworth, who I always say is my girl. She helped set everything up tonight, has called me for a week and a half about tables and chairs and making sure everything was done correctly in the way we needed it, so I thank Cynthia as well. I want to thank Superintendent Jonathan Wan and Deputy Superintendent Dr. Michael Dunn for being here tonight and for their continued support in our program. I also want to thank our school board members for their support and for being here tonight. We'll start with Brent Brewer, our president, Ruth Ozra, vice president, Tracy Hatcher, treasurer, Rob Ickes, trustee, and Christina Carpenter, trustee. We thank you for being here tonight. I also want to thank my outstanding staff. They're sitting in the back row, but that doesn't mean that that's where they deserve to sit. They're just sitting there because we're all going to be up moving. I would like them to stand. My staff would like you to stand. We are a very small staff, but we do a lot of really great things for this community and for the students that come into our building. It does not matter, alternative or adult, these people standing in front of you will do whatever it takes to help a student out, to get them to graduate, finish a course. We even had teachers that came in after kids were done to give final exams. We've opened up nights for GED testing. This list goes on and on and on, what these individuals will do here for our students. So I do want to give them a big round of applause. And I'll make sure I say their names so you'll recognize them. For some of you, you've probably heard their names. We'll start with Pallavid, Chris Hawk, Denise Stockwell, Andy Hackett, Diego Cano, Megan Wheeler. Mrs. Cromer was not able to be here tonight, and neither was Mr. Lehigh, so we thank you guys. I would also like to thank Luis Alonso Garcia, who is the Director of Migrant Student Services at Michigan State University, as well as Ingrid Aguayo, who is the HEP Coordinator Instructor at Michigan State University. Ingrid is here tonight, so if you want to stand, because you're a familiar face they should recognize. I thank them for their support, their partnership in our program. Diego is a big part of this program, the connecting the two together, and so we do service a lot of migrant students in our program, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I appreciate you coming tonight, Ingrid. Okay, last but not least, I want to thank all the friends and the family that are here, sitting here in these seats. You may not realize it, but you really are a big key to the success here for your graduate. You are here, especially for one person here tonight, and you don't even realize what you've done for that person. One of the nice things, and I always talk about, one of the blessings, I guess, of running this program is you get to meet and you get to know every one of these students and every one of these graduates at some sort of level. Okay, they do an orientation, they come in and they talk to us, they tell us what their goals are, they'll tell us why they're here, why they've decided now, and most importantly, they're going to tell us who they are doing this for. And believe it or not, they're doing it for themselves, but there's always somebody out there they are doing it for. So I always have a little joke. Usually the grandmas are my ticket. So if you're a grandma out there, trust me, your name was given, or I have to do this for my grandma because I made a promise to my grandma to commit. Some of you have children and you've made promises to your children. Some of you, this is for jobs. Some of you, this is just for, maybe it's just for you. You wanted to finish what you started. So if you don't think you made a difference, think about the things that you did for your graduate. You might have dropped them off at school. Maybe you were the person that drove them and picked them up, which I know there was 2 people that did that for sure. You might have been the person that watched children. Maybe someone had a young child, maybe they had a couple children at home, and so you were the caregiver so your graduate could come in and get their classes done and finish testing. Maybe you were the support at home that you made dinner. As simple as that is, but that's one less thing this graduate had to do that night when they had a lot to do, a lot of work, or a big test coming up. Okay, you could have been just the support, the pat on the back, nice job, checking in on them. The smallest things made a huge difference for them. So I thank you because you were a big part of getting these 12 that are here tonight to graduate. So thank you. At this time, I'd like to invite Superintendent Juan up to the podium for a few words that he'd like to share.
Okay, Mrs. Hewlett said I had 20 minutes to fill tonight. She literally said that to me this afternoon, and I'm not going to do that because the reason we're here are for you. And it is amazing what you have done. So I had some thoughts I wanted to share with you, and they're short and they're sweet. Time. For some, there's not enough. Or it's moving too slow or too fast. Too many people let time be the variable that controls them. However, you took control, and you took control of time. Even though yours was you're on a non-traditional path, you did not let time stand in your way. You reached your goals, some longer than others, but you reached your goals. And for that makes you a rock star in my eyes. I have always felt that the alternative path to a graduation degree is just as important as the traditional, and that's why we support Pathfinders as much as we do. We're proud of you to the nth degree. You are the example for many people that you don't even realize you're going to influence. Because when you walk out of here tonight as a graduate, you should be proud of that, share it, and let others know it can be done in an alternate way. And it's just as important had you done it the traditional way. So be proud, because we are of you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen of the Board of Education, the men and women seated before you have met all requirements set forth by Dowagiac Union Schools in the state of Michigan. And it is my great honor to recommend that the title of graduate be bestowed upon them this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Juan. He is exactly correct. You guys, time was not a barrier for you, not at all. Okay, this year, we graduated 29 total from our program. That included some of our alternative students as well. So I would like to highlight some of them. Some were not able to make it tonight, and so I explained to the graduates that were here, everybody deserves their time to get a good shout out with their name on it. So we're gonna make sure we do that tonight, okay? These 12 that are sitting in front of you, they have a lot of courage. More courage than I don't think I could ever think of having. Courage because you had to choose and then you had to get yourself to Pathfinders. That was a big deal, just coming in the door. And I remember meeting some of you and you were really nervous coming in and you were excited, but you were nervous because there's always that thought, oh my gosh, what if I can't do it this time? What if I can't? Your courage is incredible, okay? Your dedication, your ethic is incredible. I point this out. Some of you are familiar faces when I was at the middle school. Some of you were new faces that I met in this program. Okay? To graduate high school on a traditional path is not an easy thing. It's not a piece of cake. You did it with more responsibility. You did it with less time on your hands. You did it with working full-time jobs. You did it with bringing up children. Okay? Some of you that are not here did it by raising grandchildren as well. So what you did is a huge accomplishment, and you should be very proud of that. So the courage that you have, when I say it's incredible, I truly mean it. On June 4th, we had 3 graduates, okay, that walked with their high school classmates. We have 14 that were not able to make it tonight. So these 14 names, I will read them off, okay, in hopes that if you recognize a name or if you know one of them, that you will tell them that their name was said at the program and that they were recognized and celebrated tonight. So at this point in time, I would like to recognize Sarah Bano, Billy Cordell, Herminia Garcia Aguilar, Raquel Garcia Lopez, Nathan Hammond, Haley Hertog, Andrew Hopkins, Andy Oliveras, Dylan Parkey, Haley Peters, Socorro Reyes Rodriguez, Ana Delia Rivera, Claire Von Robinson, and Isaiah Saldana. If we could give them a round of applause, please. Now it's your turn, okay? You get to come up here and get what you've earned. So I ask that you please rise. If my staff, if you will please take your places. Graduates, will you please make your way up to the stage? Aurelia Bali. Cindy Barrientos. Evelyn Garcia. Kenneth Hill. Jennifer Luna Medina. Angel Luthringer. Brianna McAfee. Andres Paz Batista. Rosalia Paz Salazar. Kaysen Ragsdale. Lucas Randall. Melvin Soto. I ask that my graduates stand. I would like you to turn to the crowd, find your family, give them a good wave because I know they want to cheer, and we're going to give you one big round of applause. Okay, you guys can take a seat. You could have smiled, waved, did something. I thought one of you for sure would do something silly, especially knowing you're on live, yeah. Well, we thank you for coming this evening. Like I said, I cannot say enough how much I thank each and every one of you for being here tonight, supporting our graduates. For the 12 that are here, okay, I am so proud of you. I can't stop smiling. I've been excited about this day all day, and I know everybody else has been. I've had more phone calls today about graduation because it's what we do, it's what we get excited about, and it's what we're here for. These people aren't here, and these people are not here supporting you because they have to. It's because we want to. We want to be here, and we want to be a part of this, and we want to congratulate you, like I said, the best that we can. Please make sure there's some drinks out here. We have water and some cookies. You can help yourself to that. We do have some helpers out there. Graduates, when you leave, I do need you to come back in here very quickly for one quick photo. One quick photo, just the graduates, and then I'll let you go with your families, I promise, okay? Alrighty. My graduates will please stand.